everybody. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit bad internet connection issues. So my internet wasn't connecting, and I wasn't able to, but I'm here now. Who is excited about today? If you're excited, say yay. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so very quickly we're going to go back to our dashboard. So if you're yet to open up your dashboard, quickly go there. If you are yet to open up your dashboard, go there very quickly.
Daddy, it's finished.
All right, we think something.
Daddy, look at that.
Listen to what I say, don't call it.
Okay, so today what I'll be doing is I'll ask you when you got stuck so that I can unstuck you. So let me just.
Please, red. Stop talking there.
I'm not gonna ask each and every one of us because where are we at? Where did we stop or where did we get or where did
Look at that, look at that.
so that I'll be able to. Okay. Okay, great. So who wants to go first? I think I'll go with my list here. So I think the first person I have on my list is Teminola Samuel. So Teminola, can you tell me where did you stop and how can I help you out? Can we all hear me clearly?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So Teminola, can you tell me? Are you on the call? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell me what lesson you stopped and how I can help you out?
I'm in lesson 3 now.
Lesson 3. What number?
Coming. Number 9.
Number 9. So let's take a look at number 9. Okay, so every other person, just keep preparing your questions, like the puzzles that you're finding difficult. So that's what I'll be answering today, right? Okay, so I'm starting with Temniola. The next person to go would
Miss Dami.
I'll be great.
Miss Damilola, I finished with my Miss Damilola finished with my mini craft. I'm in the farmer's side now. I finished with mini craft.
I know you have. Don't worry. I'll get to you once I'm done with Temniola. So just mute yourself so you don't interrupt the class. Okay, all right, Temniola. So let me see. I believe you are stuck here, lesson 9. All right, so I'm just going to delete all of this. So we have this. Temniola, are you here? Are you following? I want to be sure you're following.
I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, so the instruction says you made it to the reef. Now search for the heart of the sea. That's this. Use the blue and red coral to reach the treasure chest. So we have, this is the blue coral, blue coral, blue coral, red coral. Then we have the treasure chest inside of here. Let me see if I can draw on the screen for everybody to see. So this is the treasure chest here. So we have the treasure chest, and that's where we want to get to. All right. So in order to get to the treasure chest, we have to move this guy. Let's see now. You have to move this particular guy that's here, this one. You have to move him to the treasure chest. Now, we're not just moving him physically now. We have to write instructions, which are codes. We have to write codes that will move him gradually to that particular treasure chest. So let's see how. So let's look at the next instructions now. It said, see the red and blue coral blocks. Use them as guideposts to turn right and left through the reef. Okay, so they're letting you know that whenever someone gets to this blue coral post, let the person do a turn right. Whenever anyone gets to a red coral post, let the person do a turn left. So once you understand those things, I'll take that again. Whenever the person gets to a blue coral post, let the person do what? Turn right. And whenever the person gets to a red coral post or coral block, let the person turn left. So we see that blue is turning right, red is turning left. So see how we're going to make our code run now. So the first block is when run, okay? What's the first thing that the user should do according to everything we've been doing so far? What do you think, Temiola, is the first block that I should move into this code here?
The repeat block.
The what?
Repeat block.
The repeat block. Okay, let's see. So we have a repeat block that says repeat until goal, meaning repeat this particular thing until I have reached my particular goal. And what is my goal in this time, in this lesson? The goal is this treasure chest that I am getting to. This one circled in red. Okay, so when I click on run, every instructions that I do, I'm going to put them inside this repeat block so that it keeps repeating until I reach my treasure chest. It will not stop until I reach my treasure chest. Okay, so what's the next code you think we should have in here?
Then you should move forward.
Right? So let's move forward. Okay. Okay. So when I click on one, keep moving forward, keep moving forward, keep moving forward. So let's try that. When I click on run, it keeps moving forward. And it gets to that particular point and it is stopped. Okay. So we understand that our move forward block works, but yes, it needs some more instructions. Now let's continue. Okay, so what do you think will be the next thing? As I mentioned before, when I get to a red coral post, I should turn what? Let me be sure of this now. So when I get to a red, I should turn right. When I get to a blue, I should turn left. Okay. So I mentioned that before. So the next block would be how to make it of your coral block as your guide post, as I said here in the instructions, to turn right and left. So if I'm standing on a what's the first one? Red. If I'm standing on a red coral post, what should happen? I should what? Turn right. So let's turn right. It's very important that you understand your instruction, because it's your instructions, which is this, that would help you know what exactly you need to do. Okay. So if I'm standing on a red coral post, turn right. And the next one, if I'm standing on a blue coral post, what should happen? Turn left. Turn left. Okay, so that is correct. So let's see if this particular code would work. So we have move forward. If I'm standing on red, turn right. If I'm standing on blue, turn left. So let's see if we are correct. So it's moving forward, moving forward. All right. So we see that we are
Wrong.
see that we are wrong. Okay. So we go back to our code and we look at it again. Okay. So this is a blue coral post or coral block, right?
Yes.
My this person gets here. We can see that we have turn left for our coral post. But if I turn,
Yes.
I'll be hitting the wall. So your mind should now tell you that, oh, I need to what? Turn right whenever I get to a blue coral post. So now let's switch this. When I get to a blue coral post, I should turn right. And when I get to a red coral post, I should turn left. Okay, so we just switched the code because we understood that this is a blue coral post. If I should turn left, I'll be hitting this wall. But if I should turn right, I would freely move forward. So now let's run that again to see if we are correct. So when it comes to coding, your ability to be able to debug, which is knowing where the error is and knowing what to change, is very, very important. You need to be able to debug your code to tell you, oh, this, if I look at this very carefully, this is wrong. I need to change this. I need to change that. That's how you're going to achieve a very, very error-free, or like you achieve your goal at the end of the day. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. So far we're doing great. So far we're doing great. So far we're doing great. Awesome. 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 Yay. So we got that. All right. So it's, as I said before, first you need to be able to interpret your instructions. Second, you need to be able to debug. So we saw the first time, even after I interpreted the instructions, it was still wrong. But the ability to be able to debug will now help you get the right solution. Okay. I don't know. So Terminala, have you been able to do this at your end? Let me know.
Yes.
Have you been able to do this? Have you?
Yes, I've done it.
Awesome. Okay. That's very, very great. Okay. Would that be all? Are so you should be on number 10 now. Let's have a look at number 10. I believe you should be able to solve number 10. Um, able to solve number 10. All right, so just give number 10 a try. We're following all the instructions, following the debugging steps, all of that. You would be able to get that right. So give number 10 a try, and yes, just keep moving forward from there. Okay, so the next person would be, all right. So before it was Alabi great. So Alabi great.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
Lesson. Alabi great. Using Katnoa, right?
Yes.
All right. So what lesson did you stop, and where are you?
I mean, I'm, I mean, I mean, conditions with the farmer after Minecraft.
Conditions with a farmer. Okay. What number?
I'm in number 2.
Number
I
2.
just started today.
Okay, so you're in number 2. You're stuck at number 2, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's have a look at number 2. Let's have a look at number 2. All right. So I want to be sure. Hope you. I think number 1 is a video. Did you watch that particular video? Great. Did you watch
Yes.
the video that has to do with the farmer's lesson? Are you there?
Yeah. Yes, I watched the video.
You
I
watched
watched the video.
the video before you started this lesson. Okay. Because it's very, very
Yes.
that you watch the video before you start the lesson, so that you'll be able to get a clear understanding of what we are working with here. Okay, so there are different types of conditions when you're working with code. I know we're all familiar with loops. We've been working with loops before. All of lesson 2 was drawing with loops. So now we're talking about another type of loop in this particular lesson, and it's called a while loop. Everybody say while loop. WHILE. While loop. Everybody say while loop.
While loop.
While loop. Okay, great. All right, so that's the loop we're working with here in lesson 4. So now let's take a look at number 2. Okay, so look closely at the code below. What will happen after you click run? What will happen after you click run? Okay, now let's look closely at the code. Okay, so while run, okay, so that's what we're looking at. What will happen after I click run? Move forward. Okay, so we know that the farmer will move forward. That's the first thing farmer will do. Then while there is a pile, do remove 1. So what while loop means is it will give you a condition, like, oh, if something is like this, then do this other thing. If something is like this, do this. If this particular thing is happening, do this. So when I click on run, from the understanding of that instruction, right? So when there is a pile, what should the farmer do? The farmer should remove. The farmer should remove. While there is a pile, farmer should remove. So let's see. Okay, so the first option is nothing will happen. That's not true, because we have move forward, we have while, we have do. Okay. Okay, the next one, the farmer will never stop removing dirt. Is that true? I don't think so, because we don't have a repeat block here for this particular forward thing. All right, so the third one, the farmer will remove dirt as long as there is a pile, then stop when the pile is gone. Exactly. So that is what we are looking at. So the condition says while there is a pile. So it means that if there is no pile, then nothing will happen. If there is no pile, nothing will happen. It means as long as the pile is there, the farmer will keep removing the dirt. But as soon as the pile is gone, the farmer would stop. Okay, so beginning from lesson A, lesson B, we've been getting a clear understanding. We've been able to tax our brain to think like a computer, right? So now we're taxing our brain more to think of, okay, how would this thing be when I run this particular code? What would happen? Okay, so now we've been able to, it's for you to now put yourself in the shoes of a computer and break this code one after the other, one after the other, okay? One after the other. So now let's try out option C and see what would happen or if we are correct. So that is very correct. We can see that the code says as long as there is a pile, the farmer will keep removing the dirt. But as soon as the pile is gone, the farmer would stop. Now let's look at that particular code. This is it. This is the code. Okay. So let's run it again. As long as there is a pile, the farmer will keep removing it. I will keep removing it. Okay, so this meeting will end anytime soon. Let's join in again. Immediately the meeting ends. Just again on the particular on the same link. Okay. All right. So I think I'll be great. You should be good with that one now. Be good with that. So yes, keep doing this. I'm not able to sit down. Think like a computer. Like a computer. What would a computer do? Yes. And how would I now give this instruction to this computer? All right. So that's very important. So think like that and get this particular thing done. Okay. Uh, yeah. So immediately the next meeting starts. I think the next person I'll be going with is the Adeniyi or the Major, depending on whichever person joins the meeting faster. Whichever person joins the meeting faster. So the Adeniyi or the Major. So once this meeting ends, just join in again. Oh, my tile is so big. I have to get how much dirt. Added a new block to the two block forward. So wow, there is a power block. Wow, there is still some. Okay, so while there is a